teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here we go. Hey. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, come on.
Garoppolo now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Rainey now to return it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play action. Whitfield. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Flush to his a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down, Swift. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 33. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down now, Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the gun, Whitfield. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Reagor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, Jaguars nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fournette on the counter. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Here we go. 180. 59. Here we go. 13. 59. Come on. Check. 59. 11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Jaguars nothing.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. 120. 21.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to number 17. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed, what you were looking.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Seahawks 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Whitfield. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. K'Lavon Chason, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the gun, Whitfield. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Watch out. 11.
They'll run with Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
For another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. You can't block me, you can't block me.
Garoppolo again. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
That's good.
It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here we go. Mike, check. 59. I got you. 11. Left hand.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Seahawks 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Whitfield. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Whitfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Number 80.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And
never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Back to the running game with Swift. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him. The guys do.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Jaguars 24, Seahawks 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The open man is Westbrook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Well, fellas, here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
11. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check pass. Check pass. Check. 12.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 2. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo across the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Covered by Seattle.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Following the fumble recovery, Whitfield. They set up the screen to Penny. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. I got you.
Now it's Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brought down by
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on first down, Whitfield. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Whitfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Reagor, 35 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Jaguars 24, Seahawks 21. Justin Tucker set to
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Now Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
59, Mark, 59, Mark. Check, 59. 3 buck. Check. Check out,
Fournette, a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Clock continuing to roll away before snapping it on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the safety creep. 12, fellas, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On 1st down, Whitfield. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll find Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Quickly completed to the right flat. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things are now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.